Hey everybody, it's Missy Hyatt and welcome to Wrestling History. This episode is going to be about February 1994, and here's a WCW magazine with Ric Flair on it because he was the only thing going in WCW at the time. Which is funny because I'm in here in a few places and I was fired in 94. So I still got paid, and what was so funny is that I was fired, and they were bringing in Sherry Martel. I was hoping to work an angle with her. I even asked Eric Bischoff if I could go learn how to wrestle at the power plant, and he said no. I had no idea they weren't renewing my contract because they said they were going to renew it, and then they didn't, and then Eric fired me. And but I was still on their TV because it was in the can for like a month, you know, on the worldwide show and everything. So I was still being on the show even though I was fired. And I still got paid until like March. I still got paid for another 6 weeks because my contract was up in March. But anyway, so Sherry was brought in, and Dusty was the booker at the time. And let me tell you, it was bad because Flair wanted the book. And there was nothing going on in WCW. I mean, it was just a lull period. I mean, they had Ric Flair, and it was Ric Flair versus Vader, and then they were going to rehash the Flair versus Steamboat, but that was just had been done so much. They had started negotiating with Hogan, and they had a lot of cheap talent, undercard talent, like Rio, the Lord of the Jungle, the Equalizer, Thunder and Lightning. I mean, just nonsense because Ron Simmons was let go, and Pillman and Steve Austin decided to re-sign because they weren't sure. WWE was having a bad time. They were getting rid of a lot of talent because of the steroid scandal, and they weren't paying people because of this, you know, needing the money for attorney's fees. So, and Jesse Ventura was being downplayed. And also that month, the Vicki Lawrence show that I was on aired with Sting and Jesse and Ravishing Rick Rude, and forget who else was on it. Someone else was on it. Oh, Johnny B. Bad. And so that month, I think it was February. Yeah, it was February. I went to work for Wrestling News Network. It was Paulie and Jim Crockett got together, and I came out as Shane Douglas's head cheerleader, but they wouldn't let Shane wrestle because the athletic commission in New York said that his EKG didn't come through or something. They did something. They were trying to, you know, Vince, because we were in the, I forgot which arena it was. It wasn't that Vince always ran all the time. Anyway, they didn't want us running in New York City. So they screwed, so Shane couldn't wrestle. But originally I was supposed to be his head cheerleader and an ECW, but Paul had other plans for me, which really sucked and didn't turn out. And ECW was getting a lot of press at the time because they were doing crazy matches. I guess that's about it. Let's look through this magazine. Let's just see who's in it in February. Nasty Boys, and let's see, Barbie merchandise, anything good in here. Missy's View. Oh, Missy's View was 2 pages. Look at that. That's pretty cool. 2 pages about Colonel Tom Parker. God, I love him. And then Mean Gene Okerlund, he came in to my dressing room one time and was like, hey, do you want to do some cocaine? And I was like, no, because we would get drug tested. I never did any partying in WCW because I was always scared to get fired, you know. Let's see. Ron Simmons, who was just let go. And, yeah, Ric Flair versus Flair, Big Van Vader and Flair, talking about that. That's really about it. This magazine kind of really sucks, you know. It was a nice magazine and everything. I mean, it was colored and stuff like that, but Anyway, so that is my time in history. So until next time, everyone, thanks for watching, and I will see you